The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
Let's go to the co-main event in this one, fellas. For the undisputed, not undisputed, my bad. It's literally the opposite of undisputed. The interim heavyweight championship. We had Tom Aspinall defeating Curtis Blaydes by KO. So in that first round, they were trading a little bit. Then Aspinall made him stumble with that short left and then grazed him with that overhand right and jumped on him right away, ground and pound, and the ref stopped it. Not too much with this fight. What were your thoughts on this one, Amir?
Yeah, I mean, decent showing when they were on their feet from both. A lot of people that I'm seeing online calling it an early stoppage. From what I counted, I think it was 6 shots that Aspinall gave him while on the ground before the ref stopped it. I think it was a fine stoppage. It probably would have just got worse from there. It leaves a lot of questions about, is Aspinall the real deal? Yeah, he holds the interim belt, but we got to watch him fight 60 seconds here. His fight before that, I can't remember how long it was, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't very long. And everybody has to make the comparison. What's he going to do against somebody like Jones? So, Tom Aspinall, I mean, good showing. It's still a lot of unknown for me. He's ranked number 11 pound for pound now. I mean, so he does get some credit. I've seen a lot of people, a lot of the media outlets and talking heads say, scrap the Stipe fight. We need to go straight into Jones versus Aspinall.
I'm going to get back to your comments in a little bit after I hear from Steve. What are your thoughts on this one, Steve?
Well, he's climbed up, and I'm not going to get him down for getting a win back during an injury. This is a 2 to make up for what wasn't finished. I think this one was for his record and good. I don't like how he's calling out Jon Jones without calling out a person that fought Jon Jones. Where's Cyril Gane? Yeah, I have to see that. And for him to, I feel like, want to fight with Jon Jones, he has to fight Cyril Gane. It's the only thing. Plus, we're talking about Jon Jones is the boss, Mortal Kombat and Shang Tsung. Like this, we're talking about a unique person that is on top of the UFC. You have to clear out everybody that fought him, I feel like, before that is still existing in the rankings and in the top. I think Aspinall has to definitely fight Cyril Gane before he fights Jon Jones.
Cyril Gane has a fight lined up with Alexander Volkov in October.
Oh, that'll be a good one. So to touch on both of y'all's point, I'm with Amir. The fight was too short. I still hadn't seen anything from Aspinall that shows me anything else from his previous fights, anything differently, because we didn't get to see him get tested in the wrestling. I don't know what the hell is going on with Blaydes. Blaydes is just not a big fight performer. He does what he needs to do, and sometimes he'll surprise us and win the fights that he wasn't supposed to win. But when it comes up to being almost at the precipice of making that next step, he just stumbles and doesn't fight like he's supposed to fight, which is kind of baffling. Mm-hmm. And I forgot all of us picked Aspinall, so all of us probably kind of knew that about Blaydes. That's probably none of us picked them. And then to Steve's point, I already agree with you. I would like to see him against Cyril Gane, but he's the interim champion. You can't do that now. You have to have him go against the undisputed champion. Well, I would agree with you. They could. They had him face Blaydes, but I just think at this point they can't have him defend the interim championship again.
And John got injured though again.
Jones did?
So supposedly, yeah, like in training, he got a rib shot from a young lad. London talk, young lad. I think he kneed him in the rib, and I think they report said he got hurt.
Yeah, if he did, I mean, it's still July. He's not supposed to fight till November. And back to another one of Amir's point, he's saying scrap the Stipe fight. I just think at this point. That fight is gonna happen. That's the fight Jon wants to happen. And Aspinall, he's still young. Like they could do the fight first 2 quarters of 2014 and 2025, and he'll be fine. I just didn't see enough to make me think that he could beat Jones. And which the funny thing is that if Jones wasn't in the division, he would probably be the undisputed champion. He could probably beat anybody else in the division. Like Steve was saying, though, he still got a Gon out there. That'd be a good test. But I don't know. It's just a shame that Ngannou's not in the company too, because I don't know how Aspinall fared against Ngannou either. It's two big boogeymen out there in the division, and I don't know. Because like I said in the previous show, as far as like pure striking, I still think Gon is the best in the UFC right now as far as pure striking. And we saw what Jones did to him. So what made me think that Aspinall brings something different to the table that he could do to Jones that Gon didn't have in his toolbox? I don't know. Admire, what you think?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I haven't seen enough of Aspinall. Like this fight was 60 seconds. The fight against Pavlovich was like 60 seconds. The fight before that was like 1 minute and 13 seconds. So like we don't get to see it. I don't think Jones is going to probably stand there and trade with a hard-hitting heavyweight. Jones is gonna, probably use some wrestling or clinch up. But as I was watching this fight, Blades and Aspinall, I was like, Jon Jones is going to kick the shit out of his knee. Like that's the first thing he's going to do. And there's a good chance he could wreck his knee in the opening seconds.
And even if he doesn't go straight to the wrestling, he's got the longest reach in the UFC. He's going to use it. He's just not going to stand there and trade with him like straight up. He's going to use his distance, gauge it. Like you said, use the kicks to keep him at range and not let him get close to them to even land a big shot like that. If it's the Jones that we know, like I doubt. I mean, who knows? He could have aged in a year. He hasn't fought in a year and some change, but I don't know. I didn't see enough from Aspinall, but who knows? Everybody's chin goes one day. Jones just turned 37.
I was going to say, I mean, that's what Aspinall has on his side. He's got youth on his side right now. I mean, everybody gets older and slows down at some point. I mean, eventually one of these times we're talking about a Jones fight, it's going to be that time that, he gets the Anderson Silva treatment. Somebody's going to catch him eventually. It's probably going to happen, but I don't know if Aspinall's the one to do it. I just haven't seen enough of his tools.
Well, if Aspinall doesn't do it, then it's not happening because we'll get the Stipe fight for sure, and I think it's probably one more, and then Jones is gone. He might pop up like he'll retire. He might pop up for like a special attraction fight, like maybe when he's 40. But I think as far as like being a regular competitor, I think he probably will fight Aspinall, and then it's done. So if Aspinall's not the one to do it, then nobody will.
What I mean, just hypothetically, I think Jones and Stipe are going to fight New York at 309. What if Stipe beats Jones? Is that an instant rematch fight? Or
all hell will break loose. Let's hope that doesn't happen. I mean, it'd be interesting. It'd be good content for us. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't warrant an instant rematch, but I'm sure they would do it because Jones hasn't defended the belt. Yeah, it probably would be an instant rematch. No, it can't. You can't. You'd have to just run Aspinall and Stipe, let Jones recover and get the winner of that if he wants to still keep going.
Yeah, I think that's what would happen if Jones loses. I think it would be Stipe and Aspinall, and then Jones can come back and do the winner again. I don't even think they'd make Jones do a tune-up fight or contenders fight or anything, just because Dana White's so high on Jon Jones, as we all are. He deserves it. I mean, he's the baddest man on the planet.
Anything can happen in MMA and UFC, but Stipe hadn't fought like in 3 years. So if he were to do that, then I might have to crown him the greatest heavyweight of all time, past Fedor.
And if Jones ends up losing for some reason, DC is going to be clamoring for another fight.
Who knows? DC said he's done, but I guess he probably would try to do something corny like that.
I guarantee it.
I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot going on as far as that aspect in the heavyweight division goes.
Thank you for checking out this Haymaker Combat Sports segment. This full episode can be found on the Haymaker Combat Sports YouTube page and in audio form on all major podcast platforms. Until next time, peace.